Hello everybody, welcome to the Todd and Erin daily stream. Coming up, something you should never do to a turkey. You'll see what I mean in just mere moments.
And my husband's horrible French accent.
Coming up next,
About the turkey.
take a deep breath.
Did we discuss this?
Here's the video. Alright, this is what a turkey looks like with no bones. I had a butcher do it because it's an involved process. Matter of fact, two of them were working on it at the same time. $10 it cost me to have them do this and lay it all open. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to do layers of turkey, dressing, duck, dressing, and then chicken on top. We're going to sew the whole thing back up. Looks like Frankenstein, and it should be pretty tasty. Alright, let's get started. First, the dressing. Alright, salt and pepper and season every single layer. This is the cornbread stuffing. Cornbread stuffing, the usual. I put in some apples, though, because of the duck. I thought it'd be good, and pears, and some craisins. So there's sweetened cranberries, just a few to give it some color. And we'll put a layer of this on now. It's like spackling. First layer on. Now I need the duck. This is a duck that I've rendered off just a little bit of the breast fat because, well, it's not a lot, but where's it going to go? Because it's not going to brown inside the turkey, so I did that. Now we're just going to put a layer of these. Put them like this so you can see them better. Two. Wasn't sure how many I was going to need. I think like that. I think like that. That's enough. Alright, so, and once again, a little salt, a little pepper, and another layer of stuffing. At this point I should tell you that this is not an instructional video. This is, oh my god, what have I got myself into video. This is so I can document this, so I can look back and figure out where it all went wrong. Alright, so, I used the thighs of the chicken, deboned and I took the skin off because I like dark meat and I thought it'd be better flavor inside of the Turducken. This is the can part, chicken. I'm going to put another layer of stuffing over this, and then I'm going to try to sew it all back up and make it look like something. This will not be pretty. If you have a weak stomach, please turn your head. Alright, this is the part where it all goes terribly wrong, and I wish I had 4 more hands. What I've done is I've gone to the store and I've gotten a needle, pretty big needle. I got butcher twine, and I'm not sure if I'm just going to try to sew it up or if I'm going to end up wrapping it all the way around it. I'm going to try this method first, so I'm ready to operate. Get the feel for this first. Oh yeah, this is going to be a problem. Oh man. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it over here. No, I'm not. I'm going to put it in this cradle. That's what I'm going to do. Like this. Good Lord, it's heavy. Alright, there we go. That'll help. Well, that looks totally normal, doesn't it? Alright. Time to sew. Alright, after consideration on sewing or using these, picked one up for like 99 cents. I think it's going to be a lot easier, and then I think Frankenbird might actually live. Alright, this is working out better than I thought. Does look like a creature though, doesn't it? I need more. There it is. The Turducken. I know that it will scare children because it looks so bizarre. 4.5 hours in the oven. Let's see what happens. Was that a little traumatizing for you?
Yeah, that was tasty.
You should have seen them.
It was so good.
Debone the turkey.
It really did look like an assault, didn't it?
It was.
Yeah, but do you remember that you were so worried about it that year that you did a full regular turkey for my family, and then you did that one, and everyone ate that down to the platter. It was so good.
It was gone. It was gone. Anyway,
Pretty
so
much.
there's the thought, and
trust me, take some time and do it.
This crucial turkey information brought to you by our Shop Locally guide. This is pretty cool. This is where we're picking a lot of local legends and we're trying to bring them to light so you remember them this holiday season. Supporting our local businesses is so crucial, and they're just not going to have Target's budget. And neither do we. But the important thing is they're amazing, and if you know about them, you might go to them. Like Whole Life Tea. This is amazing.
They are amazing.
She does these beautiful custom blends out of her home in Spanish Fork, and Noelle, appropriately named, has an incredible deal. If you write in Erin's Friends when you're checking out at wholelifetea.com, she'll take 25% off your order through November. So,
and I gotta say, some of these teas,
custom blends.
Some of these teas have like all this incredible stuff in it. Some of them actually look like potpourri.
But prettier, and then you can drink
them. Oh my gosh,
it really is nice.
All right, so
it's wholelifetea.com.
So I wanted to tell you that I thought something funny happened, which I'm not sure you will agree. But just before the show today, Erin discovered that our dog
Take your hands off me.
had pooped in our bedroom. Okay, now. There were some...
The dog is potty trained.
Yeah.
And I bet I walked in it, didn't I?
No, you didn't. You're good.
That's something.
So I think there were some raised voices, and the next thing you know,
I've taken him out 3 times today.
there was a knock on the door, and who was there? The CEO of the Humane Society. Gil needed backup because
Director of the Humane Society.
he was afraid that he had pooped on the carpet, so he called.
You think he direct dialed Julie?
Yeah, just pawed him out there, and then he texted. No thumbs. Hang on.
That was an eerie coincidence, wasn't it?
I thought it was funny. But she came in and she told us about something that's going on.
Yeah, the director of the Humane Society was here because she was mentioning that they're looking for foster families for dogs for Thanksgiving. I mean, this is like the weird uncle that you always bring over, or maybe that nice neighbor who has nowhere to go, except for this time it's one of the dogs at the Humane Society. Big dogs, little dogs,
Old
that
dogs.
like other dogs that like
Brown,
your kids, dogs
black,
that
purple.
want to just be shut up in your bedroom because they're weirded out, but they won't be at the shelter. And if you see these little faces...
Yeah.
Oh, and it's just horribly lonely inside.
36 hours. That's all it takes. 36 hours. Now, here's the catch. Not a catch. A bonus.
Mm-hmm.
If they get... How many?
25 dogs.
25 dogs out for fostering over Thanksgiving, they get $5,000 from the Maddie Fund.
Yeah, one of the foundations they work with will give them $5,000 bonus money to help the budget if they can get 25 dogs out. It's kind of like an incentive. So You've got a dog. You've done a good deed. The dog feels like he's loved.
Yes.
He's loved again for a minute. And if you see these dogs, the ones you can tell have given up, where they just sit in their cage and their heads down, they're like, no one's going to come for me.
There'll be no Thanksgiving.
But even if they can go with you for a day or two.
36 hours.
36 hours, and they get love, and someone's rubbing their belly, taking it for a walk. When they go back, they're like into it again, and they're looking for people, and they're reaching out a paw. And you could be the difference between whether or not they get adopted for real.
All right, so you just need to go to the Humane Society and contact Foster Department.
Yeah, it's utahhumane.org. That's utahhumane.org, and there's a nice click right there for the foster department. It's the day late that day before Thanksgiving, and just bring them back the day after when you're ready to slaughter someone in the Black Friday sales.
Or keep them. You have to let them know that, though.
Get a big one that just charges through the crowd.
Speaking of shopping locally.
Oh yeah, Basil and Rose.
I got to go to Basil and Rose, and it's in North Salt Lake, Bountiful, and it is a charming shop. Now, during the spring and summer, she does this big edible planters with all the herbs in it and
edible
stuff,
gardening,
and it's really cool. And then during this time of year, she has all this local. She's doing it too, local stuff. Artists have done greeting cards and stuff. All local artists. Mm-hmm.
Beautiful handmade soaps and skincare items. Amazing local honeys and the jams.
The candles are unbelievable. And so it's all done locally. So this is where you need to go. They even have that one person on your list who raises chickens in their backyard.
It's so cute.
They have the apron with all the pockets in it. So when you pick the eggs, you can put them all in separate pockets.
Basil and Rose, Gardening and Gifts. It's absolutely darling. 2110 Orchard Drive. But you have to go take a look. It is so cool.
All right. So I want to end the show today.
Oh, this is where the bad French accent.
Oh, no. Okay.
The bad French accent.
I'll take you to Paris. And the Paris people at the Paris Aquarium have said the following thing. Do not flush your fish. Do not flush your fish. Because the fish that are going down the toilet could have sickness, viruses, and they go into the mainstream water, and then they infect other fish, natural native fish, and stuff like that. And so they're saying
No goldfish wants to be flushed.
said, do not flush the goldfish. So what they're saying is, bring your goldfish down to us.
But these were like, every rotten kid gets one. I mean, I hate to say this now, but we had them as centerpieces instead of flowers at our wedding.
What was with us back
Because
then?
you loved fish, and we thought
That was
it would be
22 years ago.
Yeah, well, you loved fish 22 years ago. That's all we did. You courted me by taking me ice fishing. We fished all the time.
That is the meanest thing in the world, and I'm going to make you feel...
they were well cared for, and the guests took them home, and they were thrilled to have the fish.
No. So
they had a bowl and everything. It's not like we just left the fish in the middle of the table.
how long do you think goldfish live? Go ahead, tell me.
They're kind of a disposable pet, right?
Really? Yeah. Okay.
About
Hang on one
year or
second. I'm
something?
gonna tell you in a second.
Okay.
So what the aquarium is saying is, come on down. We have this little tank. It's 40,000 gallons.
That's a big tank.
They've already got 1,000 fish. 600 of them were fish that were turned in. And they go into isolation, quarantine, then they're released into the deal. Now, here's the deal. The tank is so big because you did not flush your fish. It's 40,000 gallons. Do you know how big, this is going to kill you, this is going to make you feel guilty, how long a goldfish can live?
Year to 18 months or something.
Okay, so when we've
I
had
remember
fish,
how long
that's
we
how
had
long
goldfishes.
they usually make it, right? Yeah.
Don't say it like that.
Yeah.
I always loved my fish.
45 to 50 years.
Get out.
How bad do you feel right now?
That's like
That's
like
a
almost parrot level.
It's a parrot. That's a tortoise. A swimming orange
I feel
tortoise.
awful. I had no idea they could live that long. No, you're talking your dime-store goldfish. You're not even talking like an exotic koi species.
Guess how big they get? Like a foot long.
The little ones?
The little ones, they stay small, like sharks do, in a small tank. They don't
That's
get
their
big.
environment.
They
Okay.
get big, but you put them in 40,000 gallons. Big, and this is not koi. This is goldfish. So
I
anyway,
had no idea.
so do not flush your fish.
Do not flush the fish.
Do something else. Bring them to us.
I did not know these fish.
So very good. Your accent's as good as mine.
Yeah, which is to say terrible.
It is. Okay, so you guys have a great day, and we will talk to you. We will talk to you later
With the unflushable fish.
on the Todd and Erin daily stream.
Fish.
45 to 50 years.
I feel so guilty now.
Just turn the knife.
Perry.
Just-
Perry, my goldfish when I was 8. I just didn't know, honey.
And what do we do with them?